Okay, so in this course, we will be discussing about the admin as well as the development. Okay, please be very clear. In Salesforce, we have different things. Salesforce integration is there. Salesforce deployment is there. Salesforce marketing cloud is there. Service cloud is there. Sales cloud is there. If you take the sales cloud, again, it's a very big topic. Service cloud, very big. Marketing, very big. So each and everything is there. But what I did is I will be letting you know about the sales cloud as well as the service cloud. What are the basics that you need? Okay, I'm not going to dump everything what you need, so that I will take care. And in case of the development, again, LWC is again a very big ocean. It's like a Java. You can't able to complete a Java. Alright. So in the same way, I will let you know what are the main things you need to do for a project. What are the basics? Okay, that we will cover. Again, integration, I will cover. How to integrate with my Salesforce with other org. Then deployment. How to do deployment, I will just make you to understand. But actually, to be frank, these three will be a separate course. Okay, these three, if you are moving on to somewhere, these three, they won't cover in the development at all. This integration, deployment, they won't cover. They'll say it is a separate course. Go and join in that separate course. Okay. So, but I do not want to do that. You need to have an idea about that. So I have made this in this course also about the integration part. Then deployment, we will be using a normal org over there. That is a free org. In the free org, there is no deployment. But we will have a trial org over there and we will see how the deployment works, because you need to have a practical example over there. Fine. Okay. So this syllabus has been framed for a person who is from the non-technical background, should also need to know about that. Okay. So I'm just starting with the what is a cloud. Yesterday we discussed, right? What is a cloud? And we will be starting with some theory concept. On-premises CRM, on-demand CRM. What is Salesforce CRM? Right? What is the architecture of the Salesforce? What are the different editions we have? What are the products we have? What are the license we have? Then trailhead, as we did. So in this place, I will just say how to create a trailhead, how to link with my org. Okay. Then company profile. These are the topics under the Salesforce admin. Okay. So objects, fields, then relationships, validation, users, layouts, data management, data security. As of now, we are here right now in the morning batch. Okay. I didn't do this flows. I will complete this approval process. Then I will move on to the flows. It is very, very important. Then after that, reports, dashboards. Then done. This is normal again. And what is a sales cloud, service cloud, lead, account, everything. I will just mention about this. Then I will create a lightning experience. What is the difference between lightning as well as a classic? Everything I did. Those things we have completed before itself. Then the experience cloud, which is known as the community cloud. We will create like this. We'll create like this and we will see. This will run, something will run. We'll do all those magics and all here. Very simple it is. For the day, it is moving from here. How that, but very simple. Right? It is very simple. When I was just seeing this, how they did this and all, it is automatically moving. Right? We will think that, right? But it is very simple to do. Right? So those things we will do and we will see that magic. Okay. And I will just let you know about this in the session. In the experience cloud, we have all those sort of things. We have some templates itself. Already Salesforce has defined some templates. You can use that template or you can work on your own template. But that template will satisfy all those things. You can use the template and we can work. Okay. And the next is, here comes the development. So as I mentioned, see, I just started what is a variable, what is an operator, because people will say, I doesn't have any knowledge on the programming. I'm zero in programming. So for that purpose, I have mentioned each and everything here. Okay. Basics. Start with the basics. Then basic concept. If you are moving on with the basics, I will just then I will move on with the Salesforce. What is the required thing? Here Apex will be there. Then query language will be there. Then DML, triggers, Visual Force. This Visual Force is for classic environment. I will cover both classic as well as the lightning. Then the asynchronous Apex. I will cover all those things. Then I will move on to the lightning web component. See, I have mentioned about the integration part also. REST API as well as SOAP API. These two will be in the integration. I will also mention about this. Okay. Then in LWC, what we are going to do? Lightning data service, lightning design system. And these are the very important topics which comes under the LWC part. Okay, this is all about the course material. I haven't mentioned the subtopics. Again, it is moving on. So I have just restricted. Anyway, if I mention that, I will be mentioning about all those things in that topic. So this is all about the syllabus, which frames. And I will guarantee you that if you complete the syllabus and you walk with me in the class, I'm guarantee that you can able to crack an interview for a 3+ years of experience. I will guarantee that. But I attended all the session, but I get a job. You should not blame me. You need to walk with me, that line. You need to complete the task, whatever I am giving. Right? If you do that, then I will guarantee. And what is the main thing? You know everything in the Salesforce. Yes, I will. And you know everything in the Salesforce. But if you can't present in the interview, then what will happen? Nothing you can't. Gaya. Right? That is what will be the interviewer first question. Tell me about yourself. Introduce yourself. In the introduce yourself itself, we will come to know either the candidate is worth or not. You know, if the introduce yourself is saying, then what I will do now, I will keep mute, I will start working, doing my work. I'll eat chips, I will do anything. Because I will come to know. First 2 questions only. I won't waste time and all. First 2 questions I will ask. Okay, the HR will contact you. Within 10 minutes, I will complete that interview. 30 minutes, they will schedule. But this should not happen. He might be experienced, he might know that concept, but if he can't able to project yourself in the interview, you can't able to do. For that, you need to improve your communication skills. So morning batch also, they will say, they will talk with me in Hindi. I won't reply in Hindi at all. You ask question in English, then I will reply. You in interview, you will talk in Hindi. Right? They will slap you and go. That is different when you join and when you are talking. In Accenture with my client, I will talk in Hindi. That is different because we have a bond and we'll talk. Initially, when you talk in English, that is a common language, right? So that communication you need to develop. That is the main thing over there. Okay, communication you need to develop. So for the communication, you need to practice. Here we can't able to give that practice. You need to practice. So one thing I can able to suggest to you is, you can able to talk in the front of the mirror. Okay, so that you can able to improvise yourself. Just, just introduce yourself in the front of the mirror. You will get a confidence. That should not come. When you are answering, that is fine. I think it might be, let me think for a while. You need to tell this line. It makes a negative impressions over there. So some tricks I will say to you, how to attend the interview. If the question posted by the interviewer to you, you can't able to answer that question, how to tackle that situation, such that you know. See, to be frank, in every interview, we won't expect 100% from the candidate. You need to answer all the questions. No one can't answer. No one knows everything in this. Learning is an endless. Still learn. In a day, today I learned a new thing in the Salesforce. Oh, this can be done in this way. I was doing in some other way, and one colleague said, why you are doing this? Do in this way, you will get. It's a new learning today. Right? Everything. we can able to do. So one thing is you need to you need to that is projecting yourself first. You need to tell where you are from, how much experience you are, what do you know. I know about these things, etc., etc., etc. If you are a certified, you can mention about that certified. If you are a what to say sports person, you can mention about that. I want this, I want that. Right? So everything, whatever you have, you need to mention everything, and it should not be like a lengthy passage. My father is working as a farmer. We crop wheat. Then next year we will crop rice. These things and all not needed. Right. When they ask, mention about your family background, that time you can say about all those. I will just say some tricks to you how to do that. No need to worry. Okay. So now need not to move beyond the topic. So we will discuss about this. So this is about the course. Okay. Now let me just make you to understand. So two types of the environments or experience we will say in the Salesforce. One is the classic and the next one is lightning. So classic, what is this classic and lightning? Both the thing will come under the user interface. Right? You complete this session and if you are going down, what you will say? I don't like about the session. He's talking rubbish. His communication is not good. I can't able to understand anything. How you are coming to know about all those things? You are listening. Right? You are listening and you are coming to know about all those things. The same here. User interface in the sense what? I'm interacting with that, then I will come to know. In a trailer, the picture will be nice. But if you go to the movie only, then you will come to know, Are Baba, what is this? The recently released, right? Chandramukhi 2. Yeah. The same from the trailer I saw, went over there. I doesn't know what is the concept behind that. Huh? Different, yes, somewhat. So that thing. So everything is based on the user interface experience. That is mentioned as the classic as well as an lightning. Okay. So do you train me in classic? Yes, I do. Whatever we are working in the lightning, I will train the same in the classic. Only one differences will be there. User interface will be there. Right? Both the things in hostel, if you say, daily they will put pappu. But Sunday, moong dal pappu they will prepare. My hostel owner will say it's a special pappu. Right? For us, both the things will be same. But what is the thing? That taste differs. In the same way, both the things will be same here. But when we taste it, it will be different. Taste in the sense, working culture I'm saying. It will be different. So that is about the sales classic and lightning. So as in my hostel they are doing, right, I will give you a normal pappu as well as moong dal pappu also. Okay. You can taste both the things. Because they will ask whether you worked on a classic environment. Do you have knowledge on Visual Force? They will ask. That time you should not say, no, I have worked on the LWC. They'll ask whether you worked on LWC. That time also you need to say yes. So I can't able to skip this or skip this. Both the things we need to do. So I will train you in classic as well as the lightning. So here the main thing will be in admin we will do. So I will just let you know about the development part here. In the development part, we will initially start with the Java basics. It is not that you need to have C language known, C++, nothing like that. Put those things in the dustbin. Okay. I will make you to understand what is Java. Okay. In the Java basics, we are going to discuss only 3 concepts. Encapsulation, inheritance, then polymorphism. Only these 3 concepts we are going to discuss. After discussing these 3 concepts, I will make you to understand print hello world. I'll just start with the print hello world program. I'll just start from the scratch. It's a single line program. So in that you need to work. Java is a case sensitive, they will say. Case sensitive in the sense, for an example, if I'm mentioning system, here S should be caps. That is case sensitive. If you mention small s, it will throw an error. Okay, so we are not going to work on the Java. We are going to work on the Apex programming, they will say, in Salesforce. It is known as the object-oriented program. Oops. Okay, we're from CSE. So this is known as an object-oriented program. Okay. So I will let you know what is an object, why it is known as an object-oriented program. Okay. I will give you a small example. You have bag. Everyone have bag. I too have bag. When you buy a bag, what you will see? First thing, quality. Okay, I will be moving on Sky bag. I'm going. It's a quality. Then what you will check over there? Size. First thing. Then you are moving for Sky bag. It is high price. Not a problem. Prices doesn't matter for me. Then how many compartments I have? How much I can store over there? Right? Because I will get a bag which has more zips. That is known as a compartment. Because I can store more things. Alright? In that way, so now bag is known as an object. It is used to store something. So that is known as an object. I am going to store. That is object-oriented program. For storing oriented, I will be choosing this. This space is there. This space is there. They will give a zip over there. If you open the zip, again it will expand. For what purpose? You can see the travel bag. It will be folded like anything. But if you open that, it will be this much big and you can carry this much. The same it is. This is object-oriented program. Okay, this is normal object. They will say something blah, blah, blah. This is object-oriented program. You are going to store. Right. When I have a big basket in your home, you are storing your shirt, pant, everything in that. And morning, what you will do? Where is the shirt? Where is the pant? It is not there. So storing is not an important thing. If I need to retrieve, it is very, very important, right? When you are in a bus or when you are in a queue in order to get the ticket, before two persons itself, I will take the money and I will keep in the hand. Why? You are in a queue, okay. Before two persons, you are keeping the change, exact change or some other thing, and you are giving to the ticket counter. Why? In order to process everything, right? There, if you just open the purse and if you are searching for that, at the back side, they will scold you. Arey bhaiya, kya kar raha tu? Right? So, retrieving is very important. That thing we are going to see here. In the same way, if you move on in our home, not in hostel, in home we will have racks. In the first rack we will have something. Second rack, why? I can easily retrieve. So those things we are going to do here. How we can easily retrieve data. If you want to the ATM, you enter your PIN. It is loading. What you will do? We'll do like this. We'll get tensed, right? We will click that cancel button. This is a normal human being behavior. We need not to wait. The same way it is. If you click a login button, if it is not working, again click. The same it is. So how I can make the data retrieving simple? So those things we will be seeing, we'll be discussing here in this Apex programming. So what is this Apex programming? So if you just move on here, if I click this should open. If I click this, all things should run. If I click on this, matrices, these things all will be there. Now, this Apex program, what is the thing is, it is normally known as the customer business logic. This Flipkart owner said, I need to have filters here. I need to have topic here. I need to have this logo here. At the background, what it is running. Right. See, if I'm typing this customer business logic, something I'm typing here, whether the computer knows that I'm typing DS, if I'm typing SALESFORC, I'm typing this, whether the computer knows this, it is Salesforce. In computer, what it will be? 010000 something will be there. So whether we can understand the 01? No. Right? We can understand in our normal readable language. So something is running at the back end, it is converting. The same is your Apex. It is the customer business logic which will run at the back end. Okay. Then what I see here, this is done by the Visualforce for the classic environment, LWC for the lightning environment. Okay, so we are writing the Apex in the sense it will run at the background. What you need to do, you can see some banking website. If you are idle for 2 minutes, it will log out automatically. How it works? Background, some program will be there. Some session timer will run on. Based on that, it will log out you automatically. Right? So those things will be there here. So we are moving on to the Apex programming. So Apex programming will run at the background. Now, we will use classic as well as lightning. Both. It is based on the company. Still, some companies, they haven't shifted to LWC. They are still using classic environment. Lightning. Now companies are switching from the classic to the lightning. So they need LWC developer. So for that LWC developer, what you need to do? You need to also have the classic environment knowledge also. Right? I doesn't know anything about Visualforce. If I place you in this lightning in order to convert, first you need to know what is classic. And then only you can move on to the lightning. Alright. So that thing, I won't skip this Visualforce. I will say what is the Visualforce, how to do. Then I will make you to move on to this lightning experience with the LWC. Fine? Right? Okay. Now the next main thing is triggers. Whenever, what to say? Here I got some mail like this. Submitted late, something. What is that? Here I am getting some mail from the Salesforce. Alright. Whenever a person is submitting anything in the classroom, it is showing that message to me. This thing and all. How it actually does? It is by the use of triggers. Yeah, it will be like a form of alert. We can also say like an action here. Whenever the tank reached threshold level, motor should be switched off. In hostels, we can see this because they'll be having some 5 to 6 floors. They can go and they can able to check whether the tank got filled and etc. So ground floor, they'll be having some alarm like system. If that reaches the threshold level, automatically the motor will get off. How it works? It is something, some mechanical, some electronics things will. In the same way, we will make the Salesforce. If there is any new product, send the message to everyone who registered in the Flipkart. So that is the triggers here. You are getting a mail right from if you are updating something. In the SBI, if you just see, if you are accessing your profile, immediately you will get a message. At this time, you have accessed your profile. It is an event, action. That is the triggers here. That is known as the triggers. It will be done by the Apex again. Okay, so now you can ask a question whether this is applicable only in the development. No. In the administration part, administrator, okay. In the administrator part, we have the main thing which is known as the flows. Again, it is a form of automation. What I need to do after this. So again, it is a form of automation over there. Okay, then we will be discussing about approval process. In banks, you can see clerk, if you are depositing some amount, something like 10 lakhs, I'm saying, the clerk will enter that. Then after that, they will give the slip, go and get signed from the manager. Because he needs to approve, then only I can able to log in all those. So whom I need to move on with the approval process? Whom I need to move on with the approval process? Right? Whom should approve? Those things will be there. We will see that. Then we will discuss about what is an object, as I said, and what is the field. In this, we have standard and the custom object. Many things are there. Then we have the profile. We have roles. Then we have permission set. It will go on. So we'll be discussing about each and everything. Okay. And in the development part, again, I will start with the basics. Then I will complete each and everything. Then at the last, we will move on to the LWC. And this will be the structure and the order of the Salesforce syllabus. Fine. So any doubts regarding to this syllabus, or do you like me to add something more? What was your expectation? But that's what I have mentioned, this dot. But reports and dashboards we have in the syllabus. I will let you know. Yes, I will share this to you. Okay. That is, in this automation, we have three things. One is approval process, process builder, and flows. Now, approval process and process builder, they are not using in any company. They are not using that because Salesforce is not supporting that. Every updation is done only in the flows. So everyone is moving to the flows. But I will let you know what is workflow, what is process builder, because if they will ask whether you worked on process builder, you can say, no, I haven't worked on process builder, but I know why we are moving on from the process builder from the flows. That you need to mention. Why we are moving on from the process builder to the flows. Right. If you are moving from one company to other, in the interview they will ask, why you are shifting from that company? Same way. In the process builder, we have something less. That's why we are moving on to the flows. And now totally they are not supporting this workflow and process builder. Everything is done only for the flows. And as you mentioned, every company is using this flows. Approval process they are using in order if you need to get an approval. If he approves only, then the next it should go. Okay. For an example, I will just say a scenario. We had a scenario, that is in the training we had a scenario. What is the thing is, if I'm creating any account in my that account will not be created immediately. When I'm creating an account, this should pass to my VP, that is the vice president. It should pass to my team leader. If team leader approves it, then it should pass to the manager. If the manager approves it, then it will be passing to the VP. If VP approves only, it will be creating a account over there. After creating account, I will get a mail. Your account has been created and it is in process for activation. Please click this link. When he is clicking the link, right, after that the status is inactive. After it is clicking the link, the status will be changed to active. So here the status is changing, right? Updating, a field is updating. This thing I can do in the approval process. In the same way, if I need to send a mail and those things, I can do with the help of the flows. I can call this flow in my approval process. I can do everything what I need. Understood? No? Yeah. So these things, everything I will let you know about this approval process because everything we will be seeing with a practical example only. It is not the theory part. Okay. And in the development, yes, the database is there in the Salesforce. There we will be discussing about SOQL and SOSL. So the main thing here is, as you know, when you need to connect the Java, you need to have some JDBC connection, ODBC connection. For that in order to make a connection with the database. But in the Salesforce, no need of that thing and all. Salesforce itself has an inbuilt database. So you need not to connect with the database. You can directly access. That is the main thing over there. Okay. And as I mentioned, I will be just giving some use cases, some real-time scenarios to you so that you can work on the real-time scenarios, you can get benefited. And also I will give the mini project. Straight away I have shown you, right? As it is 1 month, I have given one mini project. After they are completing, again I will post 2 more mini projects for them. They need to work over that. So I'll be keep on posting everything. They'll start working over there. But as of now, I was just quite busy in my project. I can't able to post the use cases. But in the free time, I will be just posting this whenever I'm there in the office or in the lunch time or in the break time, I will be doing that. Fine. So these are the main topics that we will be covering in this course. So tomorrow, what we will do is, you now got a basic idea of the Salesforce and about the courses that we are going to do. Right? But anyway, on the start of the session, again, I'm going to cover everything, right? Because some people might not attend the demo. And from the starting of this class, we need to start from the scratch alone. I might not say that time we have covered this in the demo. So again, I will do that. Okay, not to worry about that. Then the next thing is, in the tomorrow session, I will just let you know how to create a org like this. So these things I will let you, yeah, because it's asking for login. So this thing, how I can create a login, because here if you just see, my name will be there, right? How we can do this. I will just show you in a practical way how to do this. Okay. In LW, if I move on to the LWC, it is mandatory that I need to cover about Aura. Right, Mr. Uday Reddy? Because then only you will come to know about the LWC. They will ask a question over there. What is the difference between the Aura and LWC will be there. So I'll be covering about that Aura. Just the basics. It is not that we will be discussing about the Aura, just the basics I will cover. And after that, I will just show you one or two practical examples how to do with the Aura. Then we'll move on to the LWC, because then only you'll come to know why we are switching from the Aura to LWC. Right? So those things we will discuss. Then any other doubts from your side? Yes. In UI part, I have mentioned, right, that is an experience cloud will be there. So that will be the UI part in the Salesforce. This is actually a UI. Sorry. This is actually a UI in the Salesforce. You can choose this UI in your thing. If you just move on to the Tanishq, right, because Tanishq, we did that project. So they said that they doesn't need any experience cloud at all. They require this org, that is enough. In this org itself, there will be a customer login over there. They will enter all those details over there. Here we have mentioned one button. We will keep print. It will print the details, the bill details, everything. It is based on the customer's requirement over there. No need of any language, ma'am. As I said, LWC is there, right? In that itself, we will be discussing about 3 things: HTML, CSS, JavaScript. This all 3 will come under the UI. And background, we will be using the Apex. So whatever we learned over there, the same we are going to do in this LWC, but in the Lightning experience. Am I answer your query? Yes. Any other queries? You can feel free to ask any queries. भैया यहाँ देखो कुछ तो भी मैंने यहाँ पे I will upload here itself. No need to worry about that. That's why I am showing this classroom. Right? Okay. In this meeting also one on where is he? I doesn't know event it seems. So one online candidate was there. That is morning batch candidate. He was joining. Yeah, just Jena something. This person. He took message. I doesn't know where is that. Okay. So how you will share the content? I will just let you know in classic version. Nothing needed. Apex and Visual Force. That is about the classical version. What the language we'll be learning is Apex as well as the Visual Force we'll be learning over there for the classical version. And for the Lightning experience, we'll be learning about the LWC component. Fine. Yeah, any queries, please? You can open up for your queries. No, this is Google Classroom, I'm saying. When you join, right, after that, they will create a Google Classroom and you will get all those things over there. The notes, after the session starts, normal session starts, they will be doing that. Share the syllabus. Yeah, okay. I will ask them how to share. Then I will share the syllabus with you. Okay, but you can just see here what are the things I have just mentioned. Everything I will cover, to be frank. Whatever needed for the admin as well as in development, I will cover all those things here. Okay, you can just make a note of it. I'm ready to share, Nitin. I have n number of projects with me. Right? I am ready to share about the mini projects. So I'll be giving around 5 to 10 mini projects I will give. And real-time projects also I will give. Whatever the project that I worked on also, I will give the same project to you. You can work. And what is the use of that doing this? What are the projects that you worked on? If you are mentioning I'm a 3 years experience guy, they will ask, what are the projects that you worked on? Not to mention, I worked on this water management. Yeah, it is. What is the client you worked on? It is an UK client. Can you please mention the client name? According to my company policy, I should not mention the client name. That's it. No one will ask any question. These are some of the tricks, right? Okay. What will be there in Visual Force? Again, it's a programming language. Okay, we will be using that for the sales classic version. Okay, it is very simple only. Just 3 to 4 lines of code, whatever we need according to the requirement. Right? Yeah, offline candidates, do you have any other doubts? Everything is clear in this 1 hour. Alright? Anything you can ask. What you will give for us. We are paying, how we can trust you. Initially you will say everything, but after that you will show your drama. You can ask that like, you might have any queries in your mind. You can ask that. Initially everyone will talk nicely. Yeah, we will do. Then after that they will show their face. Anything, any queries like that? And feel free. Nothing. It is not like a school or a college where I will reduce your internal if you ask any question. Nothing like that. Okay. And when I was professor also, I won't do that. I will give a maximum of 19 internal marks to everyone. Let them enjoy. Because when I was a student, for getting 13 internal marks, I will suffer like anything. I had a friend who got passed in the external exam, but internally he got failed. 36 mark we need to get, and 14 will be the minimum for the internal. He got 36 in external. 13 he got an internal, 49, 50 only it is a pass mark. So I know how much he suffered that day. So then I planned that day I should not reduce internal for the students. So when I was working as a professor for the past 8 years, so the same, you can open up for your queries. In future, data science, this Salesforce, we have that already. AI came into the picture right now. Yes. See, if you are moving on to the IT, yes. If you are working on IT, right? You can say no. If you are working in something, okay, you are a horse rider over there, and there is a ban. You should not ride horse at all from the government. No. I can ride only horse. You will say you need to shift to some other thing, right? You can see this corona is played a vital role. In that many lose their job. The economical situation is changed, right? So people shifted from this to this. In the same way, when you are in IT, you can't able to say that I will work on this programming language only. So before, when Salesforce was introduced, people are working on this Visual Force. When Lightning came into the picture, they need to shift to the LWC. They are saying that no, I will work in this Visual Force. Not like that. See, here as we started to work on with this AI tools. Because we need to update our knowledge. Otherwise, it won't be done. So if you work, you need to get updated. As of now, need not to worry. Okay, either I need to study this data science. First, you go into a company. If you work on a real-time project, you'll get to understand about all those things. If I'm a 3 years experience, I haven't worked on this AI till now. I haven't worked. Data science, I know because my PhD I did on the data science. So I know about the data science, about those things. CPQ is something totally different. That here we can't able to do this. CPQ is what? Configure, price and code. It is about the pricing, product, those things and all. CPQ we won't be discussing here. Okay. If and to be familiar, I doesn't know CPQ. Because my stream is not that. I'm not a CPQ developer. I'm a Salesforce developer. My role is that. Right? You can't be master in everything. First, initially I just started as an admin. Then I learned the development. Then in the development, I worked on the Visual Force. Then I shifted to LWC. Then after that, now currently I got, before 2 months, I got trained in the Salesforce Velocity. Now I am a Salesforce Velocity developer. Then after that, they are planning me to shift as in Salesforce plus AI. Transition will be there every time. Okay, so that time only I will learn. Initially itself, I doesn't know anything about the Salesforce. So the same you can also practice step-by-step approach. No need to worry about those things. Okay. Yes, come again. Yes, most important. That is low code, no code technology. Everyone is moving on that low code, no code technology. If you want to do some drag and drop, what you need to do? You need to write a code. You need to write a code. For the end user, drag and drop will applicable. But for the drag and drop, you need to write a code for the machine. Yes, Mendix. See, computer science is there, so he's saying Mendix ratio. Okay, it's like a Mendix is a low code, no code platform. No code at all. Drag and drop, everything. So that will be fine. In flows, we are doing, right? In flows, we won't write code at all. Drag and drop. That the same. You can sit here and you can see. Right? So those things will be there here. Placement support, no, I think. But I will share you questions. What a fresher should do, right? I will support, that is, for an example, I will tell you what the questions will be asked for a 2 year or a 1 year. I will share you those questions and all. I have some bunch of questions. You can just go through that and you will clear. I can do that. That course materials I can share with admin, development, admin separately, development separately is there. It will be around some 150 questions. That will be fine. भैया एक दो लाइन का आंसर. So you should not say like an essay. What is what you just say, that is enough in the interview. Okay. Yes, there is updating regularly. 3 months once, you'll get an update. Summer, winter, spring. So I'm sorry, 3 months once I'm saying. 4 months once it is getting released. 4 months once, 3 releases. Okay, for an year there will be 3 releases over there. Recently we are going to get an update for the winter 24. Alright, so those things will be there. And 20 minutes back, I understand that you will cover the brief of today's class, but explain what are the topics and courses throughout. Here we have explained about what are the topics that we have discussed, and also I have explained about what is in Salesforce and how the Salesforce started, and what are the requirements that you for in Salesforce should be. What are the different types of clouds, Trailhead, Experience, Classic, and Lightning, what we will be discussing in the administrator as well as in the development. So these are the main things that we did here. So you will get a link regarding the demo session. I think, Kirti, you can ask them. Wow, my thing is full of unanswered formula page. Just a minute. Okay, fine. So you got clarified, right? So hope you got clarified about this session. So tomorrow we will just start with the Salesforce. I will just start with how to register for a Salesforce, how to log in step by step, then how I need to register with the Trailhead link. Those things I will show you with a practical demo. Fine. So do you expect any other thing from me? Your expectation something? Your communication is too fast. Your communication is very slow. Something like that. Anything. Or else you can able to catch up with my words. Hmm? Mm. Both rest. Actually, if you work on the rest as well as the soap, both. We will cover both.